What's up, wonderful people? It's your boy Mark Howard, and you know what we do. We talk Cowboys here. That's what we do. We talk Cowboys, and you know it. You love it. I appreciate you tapping in with us, checking in with us, watching, supporting us. We need you. We need you to make it fun. We need you to make it happen here. So, please share it. Show's doing well. Share it. Subscribe. Like. Dislike. Let me know you're out there. All right, folks. Appreciate you. We got Carolina Panthers this week. The Carolina Panthers, they have a record of 2-3, and then the AFC South, a relatively so-so division. For last year, the Buccaneers have raised themselves up a little bit, doing better, doing pretty well. But Carolina's probably middle of the road with them, in that sense. Carolina coming off a win over Miami, which they were able to do on a big comeback play there. And so they're coming off win feeling good, feeling confident a little bit, but we're feeling good about our win as well. So it should be a good matchup to see what we do. I think we're the better team, but hey, I'm biased. Anyway, so going real quick, injury report. So a lot of people have come off. We had a lot of people out last week, and just reporting, basically keeping up with them. A lot of it's not changed too much. Questionable. Guyton looks like he'll be available, again, coming off concussion protocol. Sanborn is in concussion protocol from Sunday's game. He sustained his concussion early in the game. I don't know if that timing will give him a chance to recover. He may probably not be available this Sunday. He may not meet concussion protocol standards, past that standards. But as I've always said and believe that every concussion is different for each individual. It depends. So what may take a person longer, may take a person a lot sooner to get off there. Wish him the best speedy recovery. Those are not fun. Tyler Smith, right, the left guard next to Guyton when they're starting, he's dealing with a lot of stuff. Right? He's not only just dealing with the tendonitis in his knee, he's got other issues in his body, ankle, whatnot. I think he's probably going to be best to play next week. I think he could give it a go, but I think they want to set him down for next week. Not trying to diss, but I think they feel confident in their replacements that played well last week. Let's face it, Carolina is not that deep of it, and we're going to get into this, especially offense against the defense. It's not that great, so I think you can trust. Tyler Smith was dressed last week in emergency situations. So it might be the same situation for him to be able to rest him and sit him out. Malik Hooker is on IR. I did find that out. He's on IR with his injury. Then whom else there? Turpin. Turpin is trending good. With that foot, I think they thought for sure it was probably going to be a couple of weeks. But he's looking good and looking promising to be ready this Sunday. I don't know, but things are moving forward, so they're feeling good about that. I haven't heard too much on Marshawn Nealon. I think that's kind of day-to-day situation here, as well as Miles Sanders at this point. I'm possibly thinking, especially with the way Javonte Williams is rushing, he seems to be pretty healthy. If they're not too displeased or unimpressed, if they're not too unimpressed with Jaden Blue, I think they'll probably let Miles Sanders rest another week as well. Gear things up for Washington. Get everybody as best prepared as you can be, at least by Washington, really come to a consensus whether they need to play or not. So that's what it looks like there. I mean, injuries are going to happen in the league. We just suffered so many at one time. But where you're not normally as deep, we showed to have some depth on that front line. Skill players, we got a lot of those. So I feel confident enough that we'll be able to put a good product on the field offensively. And again, with the line, Dak has shown that he can maneuver well enough and utilize his line, whether they be a very good blocking offensive line, whether they be not so good, he can still utilize his line to the best of his ability, know how to make the calls. So I'm not too worried there. Again, I said we're going to go Dallas offense versus the Carolina defense. So our offense first overall, still overall, just as offense get racking up total yards, production, where right now this has the number one defense in the league. I'm impressed, but again, defense wins championships, right? But again, I like what we do offensively. I think this week overall, my feeling is our offense is going to be a bit of our defense. Not on the field, but I think the thought of what our offense can do is going to dictate how Carolina plays their offense. They're really probably going to try to slow this down, keep Dak, Pickens, Ferguson, Javonte Williams off the field with their running attack. They had a good running game. Our former running back, Rico Dowdle, who was the backup running back to Chuba Hubbard, I think he won himself a starting job. He had rushed for 200 yards that a game last week against the Dolphins. He's going to start, looks like, and I know he's geared up to play the Cowboys and win that game. We'll see. I'm confident in our running defense, although we do give up some gashing yards. I'd like to see what we do in this situation here, but that's talking about our defense. I'm saying to you with the offense that what Carolina is going to want to do, they're going to want to keep our offense off the field, and it's smart. You only want to keep a high-powered offense off the field by slowing the game down. That's the running attack. So our defense probably will put them in more predictable situations. Our offense will put them in more predictable situations, which can help our defense. That is my suspicion there. I think with Clark rushing up the middle on anyway, I'm going too far ahead as looking at that. Our offense is going to beat our defense. Forgive me, guys. I get caught into that. I still think our offense has the capabilities to hit on them. Flournoy has shown such great capabilities. Tolbert didn't have a big numbers game, didn't have any catches last weekend. He is still a threat. If you don't mind him, I think he was able to draw double teams and it left Flournoy open, and Flournoy showed that he could produce if you give him the opportunity. I think that's going to definitely put some respect with Carolina. If they don't, hey, I have full confidence that Flournoy will repeat what he did last week if you're going to leave him open with Tolbert being double teamed and Pickens also drawing a double team. Ferguson is Ferguson. He's a solid tight end, one of the better tight ends in the NFC. And he's always going to be a short-handed guy that's a good, as we call that, good safety net for a quarterback. Javonte Williams is running well. Our line is better regardless whether it be the starters or backup. We're a better run-blocking offensive line. So I'm confident in what we could do on the ground, So with that being said, our offense is going to be firepowered anyway. They're going to have to respect it. They got to worry about it. And against their defense, I'm very, very confident in it. Carolina's defense overall is 12th middle of the road. They had a good game, so statistics can kind of go by what another game produced. They're not that particularly tough. Up front, they're okay. They're probably their best part over their secondary. And from what I'm understanding, what I've learned, correct me if I'm wrong, if you know any better. But either way, I don't think this defense is up to a point where they can be that powerful over our powerful offense. They're 12th overall, 12th in passing in yards given up. They're giving up about 200 yards in passing per game, 204 to be exact per game. We're putting up about maybe a little over 200, closer to 300. Also rushing, they're 16th, so they're definitely middle of the road with their defense as well, rushing and passing, giving up 102 yards per game. I'm good with that. A team that's giving up over 100 yards per game, I'm feeling confident Javonte Williams can get himself like 130 to 150 yards in this game as well. I'm confident there. Points-wise, they're giving up about 23 points a game. That's definitely far below what our average is and what we like to do. We still got to put points on the board. I don't care who we playing. We playing a Pop Warner team. I need us to put 35 points or more on the board to give us a chance. So With a team that's given up about 23 average-wise, I'm feeling pretty confident that we can get 30-plus on them. It would have to be a slow, grinding game for it to be a low-scoring game. But I think we could probably be a real big hit striking them and put points on the board, even off of their grinding game. I can see them maybe 15 plays, running the ball, getting down the field, hopefully hold them to a field goal, and us going down and hitting them for a deep strike inside of 5 or 6 plays for a touchdown. I really do believe that with our offense and their type of defense there. Nobody on defense for the Carolina Panthers I'm familiar with, I'm going to say is a big name that I'm worried about that can dictate double teams, total game planning around and what a quarterback has to pay attention to. I think basically they have to just respect who are their best players, block them properly, scheme the offensive sets properly, and just execute. Just execute. So that's what I'm seeing as far as how it'll be as far as their defense there. And then again with our offense, Dak is playing masterfully. He is just controlling the game. He's in control of the situation. It's going to take the Carolina defense to do some things to trick Dak Prescott, to fool him. Not many teams are able to do so. I can see them maybe changing up what they do in their trends to try to fool him. That would work probably in that first quarter or somewhere mid-second quarter. Then once he's looking at some film on the sideline, I'm very, very confident that Shoddy and especially Dak can start to dissect what it is they're trying to do and how they're trying to fool them, and then be able to go ahead and execute. And I'd like to see us get downhill and be that snowball effect. Once again, we'll talk about our defense against their offense, but hoping that if there is some stoppage from the defense that gets the ball back to our offense, that's going to be a very fun day for our offense again. That's going to be a very fun day. Typically in the NFL, you don't see 2 blowouts in a row. Let me say that to you there. You don't see. Usually the other team comes in really prepared, and the offense has to kind of grind it a little bit. I still think we're that much better offensively to their defense that it's a closer game through maybe, like in the Jets game, it was close through the first quarter, right? 3-3. Started to open up mid to late second quarter. I wouldn't be surprised if it takes us mid-third, near the end of the game to kind of pull away and win this game. I know I'm supposed to give my prediction on Friday. I'm confident in this game, so everything that's going to be, as far as my prognostication of things, is going to indicate I think the Cowboys will win this game. It's a very winnable game for us. We just have to do our job, continue to execute, not have a letdown. Look for some good fortune from the other side of the ball that we'll talk about tomorrow, and be able to take advantage of a defense I think is totally exploitable. But again, it is the NFL on any given Sunday. And also, too, things on special teams can change situation, flip fields, create better field position, create extra possessions. We got to be careful on that. Surprise onside, executing blocking punts, running back punts, things like that. Fumbling on punts on our end. Those things can dictate part of the game with us. And I'm throwing that in there because those are different intangibles that can always happen. But I think if things go smooth, stops, punts, turnovers, field goals, without anything crazy, offense to defense, defense to offense, we're the better team and we should win by double digits. I do believe that. So even with the injuries, and we're gonna get players coming back as well. And again, the team is also learning each other. They're getting more into that groove. We're fully second game into the second quarter of the season. They should be in a nice little groove here right now. All things staying healthy. Knock on wood. All right, I went long yesterday, so I'm not going to go as long as I did before. That's what I got. Again, obviously with our offense, until our offense gets stopped, until our offense goes to the left, I'm always going to be confident in what we can do in our firepower offensively. That's what we're relying upon. looking at their defense doesn't give me any indication that I need to worry too much about them. I give them all the respect due of any professional team. And any given Sunday, that scenario is always there. But all things being equal, I think we should jump in. I'm pretty good. All right. That's what I got for you. Again, I appreciate you watching. We need you. We appreciate you. We want to entertain you, give you the best that we have. Having fun with you guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit like, whatever you want, dislike. Hit me something. Let me know you're there. Drop a comment. Share the sugar with some friends and family. Let them know we're here. Build it, build it, build it. And we will see you guys mañana. Peace. We talk Cowboys here. Have a good day.